Evaluating composite functions using formulas. When evaluating a composite function where we have either created or been given formulas, the rule of working from the inside out remains the same. The input value to the outer function will be the output of the inner function, which may be a numerical value, a variable name, or a more complicated expression. While we can compose the functions for each individual input value, it is sometimes helpful to find a single formula that will calculate the result of a composition function, f of g of x. To do this, we will extend our idea of function evaluation. Recall that when we evaluate a function like f of t equals t squared minus t, we substitute the value inside the parentheses into the formula wherever we see the input variable. Given a formula for a composite function, you want to evaluate the function. Step 1, we're going to evaluate the inside function using the input value or variable provided. And number 2, we're going to use the resulting input as the input to the outside function. So for example 7, we're evaluating a composition of functions expressed as formulas with a numerical input. Given f of t equals t squared minus t, and h of x, which is equal to 3x plus 2, we're going to evaluate f h of 1. So, we're going to look at the inside function. And the inside function tells us that we're putting the input of 1 into the function of h. So that means that 1 is going to represent x. So we're going to be looking at this function first. So because the inside expression again is h of 1, we're going to start evaluating h of x at 1. So here is our formula, h of x, which is equal to 3x plus 1. And now we're going to replace x to be 1 and then plug it into our equation. So it's going to become 3 times 1 plus 2. And 3 times 1 plus 2 gives you 5. So now what we do is we get an input for 5 of the function f, because h of 1 equals 5. So now h of 1 becomes 5. So now this becomes f of 5, and then we're going to plug that in to our function f of t as an input of 5. So now we're going to say that 5 is now going to be plugged in for the variable t into that function. So f of 5 now is going to become 5 squared minus 5. And so we get 5 squared, which is 25, minus 5 gives us 20. Now, it makes no difference what the input variables t and x are called in this problem because we evaluate it for specific numerical values.